Wish you could be right there in that exact scene? Well, today we're going to make that happen. I'm going to show you 5 absolutely magical, drama-filled spots to take your K-drama loving friend when they come to visit Korea. Because, look, a trip like this isn't just about snapping a few photos. It's about creating one of those core memories, That moment that'll make your friend's eyes totally light up with joy. You're about to become the best tour guide ever. And this is your game plan. So, we've picked out 5 incredible locations that aren't just places to see, but scenes to actually experience, to live in, and to feel. Ready to step right into the story? Let's go. First up, the absolute classic, Enzel Tower. I mean, come on. This is the spot where countless couples have confessed their love in dramas like My Love from the Star and Boys Over Flowers. It is the ultimate backdrop for romance. So when you're there, you and your friend can lock your very own love padlock on those famous fences. It's that symbolic ritual you've seen a million times on screen. And hey, here's a pro tip. Get your camera ready on the cable car ride up, as all the city lights spread out below you. Wow, you're going to capture a breathtaking panoramic view of Seoul's skyline that is pure K-drama magic. All right, for our second spot, we're completely switching up the vibe. We're heading to Bukchon Hanok Village. This incredible place where 600 years of history are literally nestled right between Seoul's modern skyscrapers. The visual contrast is just stunning. And to really get the full experience, you've got to rent a hanbok, the traditional Korean dress. Seriously, walking through these quiet, winding alleys in a hanbok makes you feel like you've literally stepped onto the set of a historical drama. But, and this is super important, this is a real neighborhood where people live, so just gently remind your friend to keep their voices down. It's all about respecting the culture while you're enjoying it. Next, we're diving into the incredible energy of Itaewon and Haebangchon. Thanks to the massive hit Itaewon Class, this area has basically become a symbol of freedom, diversity, and, chasing your dreams no matter what. You can walk the exact same streets as Park Se-roi, maybe even track down the location of the Danbam pub. But the real insider tip here is to find a rooftop cafe in the hillside neighborhood of Haebangchon. Why? Because from up there, you get the absolute best life shot. That's what we call it in Korea. That perfect, unforgettable photo with the iconic Namsan Tower framed perfectly in the background. It's a must-do. Okay, for a fourth location, we're taking a quick trip just outside of Seoul to Suwon Hwaseong Fortress. This place has blown up recently. It's a huge hotspot for Korea's younger generation, the MZ generation, and tourists, especially after being featured in dramas like Extraordinary Attorney Woo. The magic here is really this blend of old and new. It's so much fun to walk along the ancient fortress walls, trying to find the exact spot where Woo Young-woo had that emotional conversation. And then afterwards, you can dive right into the local scene by exploring Haengnidan-gil, this awesome street that is just packed with the coolest, most unique cafes. It's the perfect way to mix history with a totally modern, local vibe. And for our final destination, if your friend is all about that cozy, heartwarming, seaside town feeling, then you absolutely have to take them to Pohang-guriyeongpo. This is the real-life Gongjin from the amazing drama Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. You can almost feel the sea breeze just looking at it, right? Imagine standing on that iconic staircase, reliving the drama's most touching moments. And here's a really beautiful cultural tip for you. While you're sharing some food from the local market, you can explain the concept of injang, that uniquely Korean generosity where shopkeepers give you a little something extra for free. It's such a perfect way to experience the warmth of the culture firsthand. Okay, so now you have the dream destinations, but you also need the right tools to make the trip go perfectly. This next section is your Pro Traveler Toolkit, and it's packed with all the essential tips and apps you need to navigate Korea just like a local. First things first, let's make this trip extra fun with a fan checklist. Definitely recreate a famous pose at an actual filming location. Put on the show's soundtrack while you're walking around to really set the mood. And, of course, you have to try the food. Whether it's chimek, that classic combo of fried chicken and beer, or spicy tteokbokki from a street vendor, eating the food from the show is an absolute must. Now for the essentials. First app, Naver Map. And I cannot stress this enough. In Korea, Google Maps just doesn't really work well. Naver Map is going to be your lifeline. It gives you the most accurate directions, real-time bus info, and even tells you which subway exit to use. It's a total game changer, trust me. Second, download Papago. Now, other translators are fine, but Papago is made by Naver, so it just gets Korean nuances and context way better. And its best feature, the image translation. You just point your camera at any menu and bam, it translates it for you instantly. No more ordering mystery food. And third, you need Kakao Tea. This is basically the Uber of Korea. Trying to hail a cab on the street, especially late at night, can be tough. With Kakao Tea, you just call a taxi right to your location, and you don't have to worry about any language barriers with the driver. It's absolutely essential for getting around safely and easily. And a few final transport tips to make you look like a total pro. 1. Get a T-Money card from any convenience store. It's your key to pretty much all public transport. 2. And this is the one most tourists forget. You have to tap your card when you get off the bus, always. That's how you get a discount on your next transfer. And 3, the subway is way easier if you just remember the lines by their color, not just their number. Line 2 is the green line, line 4 is light blue. You get the idea. Okay, we've covered the places, the checklist, and the tech. But I've saved the most important secret for last. And this is the one tip that will turn a good trip into a truly unforgettable one. And this is it. The most beautiful place in the world doesn't mean much without a real connection. The real magic is going to happen in the conversations you have. When you can turn to your friend and say, hey, remember that scene? This is it. We're actually here. You're not just sharing a place, you're sharing a feeling, a memory. And that is the real gift. So I'm curious, which of these spots do you think your friend would love the most? The romance of Ensel Tower or the cozy charm of Pohang? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.